Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a lot. I'm going to explain to you where I've been, what's been going on. I mean, the past little while we've been pretty sick, but aside from that, actually I've been sick and the baby, but everyone else is doing very well. Aside from what I'm about to explain to you. So, several months ago, we had been looking for a place to rent that was closer to where my husband works. Right now, he works about a half hour from home. So, and he has to go over a mountain, and it's just a lot of gas money. And we're trying to be more frugal in those areas, considering we do own a house out in North Dakota that no one is renting, and we're paying for the mortgage, the snow removal, the lawn care, like everything, all the bills, the electric, the oil, whatever, to keep it going. And we're also paying for obviously rent here out east. We're in Pennsylvania, and it's just everything's pretty expensive. So we are paying for, obviously we've got bills here and we've got all the stuff going on. So we're making it all work. It's working out. So yeah, we just had our eye out for a place that would be closer. Anyway, we found a place through a friend, and we were going to move. Well, we moved there September 28th, I think, something like that. The end of September, we moved to this house that was 8 minutes from my husband's work, and it would have been pretty convenient. He could have come home for lunch. And anyway, we moved, and I mean, it was a lot of work. We actually spent the week before moving day moving things in. We did a couple weekends before. I think we were working things over, and then the place we live now is fairly small. We didn't have a ton of stuff, but I mean, we're 9 people, so it was a lot moving everything over. And once we got everything moved at the end of September, we got beds set up and built. We got like everything in place, and we had a cleaning day beforehand. We had to clean everything from ceiling to floor. Just there was a smoker living there before us, and the walls were pretty nasty. So, and I believe he had a dog, and so we were trying to get the smells out. And anyway, we worked real hard cleaning that place, shampooing everything, and I mean, it was an older house, so certain things are to be expected. But we realized very quickly that there was a mouse problem. The day before we moved in, we saw mouse droppings, and we were told by several people that, it's very normal in an older house, it will be fine. Well, if you know me, you know I was not okay with that. And the night before, I panicked. The night before we were going to move in, and I was like, I can't do that. I can't bring my babies into that house. And so my husband contacted the landlord of that house and wanted him to see if he can get a hold of an exterminator. It's a long story. And eventually we were able to move in. We got it figured out, and we moved in. And we only lived there about 2 days. The mouse problem was much worse than we thought. And there were, I believe it was the first or second night we were there, I sat up in bed and I was hearing the mice crawling through the walls, and it was an absolute disaster. Our kids loved it. They thought it was so cool. Mice, they're cool, I guess, to kids. But that's not okay. So we had to leave that house, and thankfully our previous landlord, had not rented out the house that we had just moved from yet. So he said we can gladly move back, and everything worked out perfectly for us to move back here. So we moved, and then we moved back. So we moved twice, and my husband's back is still pretty shot from all of this. I mean, it was rough. And moving the second time, we did not want to ask for help. We felt so horribly guilty. And it turns out that the mouse house, which we're calling it that, actually had cockroaches as well. And quite frankly, I don't know what else. There were a lot of stink bugs. That's to be expected too. But I guess you call it insectophobia. I don't know. I'm paranoid and freaked out by the crawling critters, or whatever you want to call them, bugs and the like. So yeah, it did not bode well for me. So I was not doing well. I definitely had some panic attacks there, but it's okay. We got everything moved back, And we did have a friend helping the one day with moving things back, and it was just, it all worked out. It worked out well. So as far as the future, we don't know what's going to happen exactly. I think, yeah, I mentioned we have the house out in North Dakota, and then we have this house. I mean, we're a family of 9 and on one income, and my husband, he makes good money, but it's probably not going to work out long term for us to have 2 houses. It's just a little crazy. And we did move back here so we can be closer to family, but we love it out there in North Dakota. We absolutely love that state. Anyway, we will see what happens. That will be it for today's video. And I appreciate you guys watching and following along. I'll be getting more videos up soon. My next video will be shopping at Goodwill. And I look forward to you seeing that and seeing you guys in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.